Hey family, it's your girl Serena Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel. It is wash day in our household and I gotta do, Janaé in my head on different days. So today we are doing Janaé's hair and I showed you all what I do with her washing process, which is as simple as I could get it down to in the 5 years that baby girl has been on this earth. One of the things that I do on most wash days is I prepoo. And I prepoo with oil. So I wanted to share with you what I do to prep her hair for wash day. So what I am doing first is I am using my avocado coconut oil blend. And whenever you are manipulating the hair, you want to make sure there is something, some lubrication to basically create the slip that you'll need to minimize any breakage and to kind of just help your fingers glide through the hair. So after rubbing the oil onto my hands, I am going to gently take down her braids. Now, if you all remember from Janaé's first hair video, she is very much tender-headed. So just breathing on her scalp, and she is causing all sort of ruckus and just very upset, and she just does not like to get her hair done because she is super tender-headed. So I try to be as gentle with her as possible, but even me being gentle with her, it just isn't enough. She just does not like to have her head, her scalp pulled, tugged, and again, just always being mindful of her scalp and her follicles and just trying to keep everything healthy and intact. I'm always very gentle, but that sensation that she gets from having her hair done is not one that she likes. So you may see her pulling away from me or, holding her head or doing something like that. It is not that I am being too forceful with her. It is just that she is very sensitive to her hair being touched. So with that being said, when I am taking down her braids, I am separating the locks of hair, and I am also doing some finger detangling. Anywhere that the sebum or dust or anything like that has collected towards the roots or throughout her locks of hair, I do try to gently remove. I also like to release the shed hair because Janaé keeps her braids in place. If we aren't going anywhere or doing anything, Janaé's hair stays in braids. And so if I wash her hair today and I braid her hair up just to keep her hair separated and detangled and moisturized, that is how her hair will stay unless there is a reason for me to take down her braids. And usually there is no reason for me to take down her braids because we are home most of the time. And even when we do go out, I will pull her braids up into a top bun or into a low bun on the back. So there really isn't a need for me to take down her braids. If her braids start to get a little like frizzy or something like that, I may take them down and redo them, but literally her hair can stay braided for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. So when I do take down her braids, I like to gently release the shed hair as well as finger detangle, as well as take out the particles, the lint balls, whatever it is that has collected in her hair from the last wash day. And so that's what you see me do. I also, as part of this prepoo, I like to saturate her hair with the oil. So some of the benefits of pre-pooing the hair is to, one, you are putting back nutrients and oils and helping to create a barrier to not strip the hair completely. When you are shampooing hair, it is stripping the hair because it is cleansing the hair. And some shampoos are more stripping than others, so depending on what kind you use. But the purpose of the prepoo is to create that barrier so that it's not fully stripping the hair. It also helps with conditioning and moisturizing and keeping the hair supple and helping the hair to stay in a more healthy state throughout the process. Also reducing the trauma that the hair would experience as a result of being stripped or being dried out if you just did not pre-poo. You can pre-poo with different products. You can pre-poo with a cream-based product. You can pre-poo with oil like I do. It's up to you. I've also always tried to be one that used a lot of natural products on both my hair and Janae's hair. So if I don't have to buy a product for something that I could just use at home, that's what I prefer to do. So I've never actually bought a pre-poo pot product. I've just pulled out my good old oil from my cabinet, whether it be olive oil, coconut oil. I like to do like some sort of penetrating oil like avocado. So the oil that you saw me use today is actually a coconut avocado blend. So I'm doing several things as I'm taking down the braids. I'm saturating and coating the hair to protect the hair and create slip. I am also releasing shed hair. I am going in and doing a scalp massage at the same time to invigorate the scalp and increase circulation in order to encourage more growth. And then, of course, always, because the goal is to reduce tangles and to keep the hair in a healthy state, I always retwist the hair back. And I like to use my hands to detangle and do whatever I need to do more than actually using tools. So I don't want to have to go in with combs and brushes until I have to, which is usually going to be in the shampooing process when the hair is wet and supple and able to be manipulated. It's at a point where I can go in with tools. I have products on the hair that creates great slip, and I am able to go in there and get the tangles out. Another thing is that because she never wears her hair straight, I never have a need to go in and do like a super detangling job. I just want to get the hair detangled enough and manageable enough, but I am not going in her hair to rake through and get every single knot, every single tangle out of there. For one, she would not have it because she is super tender-headed, but there just really isn't a need. Her hair is extremely curly and it curls back up on itself. So even when I detangle it to the gods, it is like when you try to put that comb or brush back through it, it's like, wait, did I just do this or not? And so, that's the thing that I think, some people think when they look at Janae's texture of hair, oh, it must be more manageable. And those, 4C, 4B, 4A girls might look at those 3C, 3B, 3A girls and, maybe think that because their hair doesn't shrink as much as the 4 hair type girls, or maybe because their curl pattern is a little different than the 4 hair type girls, that it's more manageable. And I am here to say it is equally as much of, not a hassle, but it is equally as hard to deal with all types of hair. I think all hair types have their challenges, whether you are super straight and it's hard to hold a curl, whether it is really kinky and so it's hard to show your length or define your curls, or whether you have super curly hair and it's really hard to keep detangled. All hair has its challenges. All hair is beautiful. Appreciate and love what you have, because that's what we're given, and we're all beautiful in our own way, in our own light. So I've been able to complete one side of her head, and now I am just moving forward to taking care of the other half. And after I have completed the prepooing, which is the saturating of the oil, the shedding of the releasing of the shed hair, the detangling of the hair, the basically just going through those steps to get her hair prepped for shampooing, I go ahead and pull my shopping bags out. I cover her with 2 shopping bags, and I let her go for probably about an hour or so before I bring her in to wash her hair. The reason why I do this is because the plastic bags will help hold in the heat that just generates from her just running around. That way I'm not sitting her under a dryer or, doing heat directly or indirectly on her hair all the time. Just her running around the house, and just the heat that would be exuded from her head is trapped in the bags, which allows for the oils to penetrate into her hair shaft, further conditioning and preparing her hair for wash. So the longer I let her do that, it's the better for her hair. And then after that, I go ahead and start my washing process. So thank you so much if you've watched the video up until this point. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment in the box below. Let me know if you prepoo your hair or your toddler's hair, and any tips or tricks that you have that you'd like to share with us over here at Serena Elizabeth. I want you to make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because there's nothing wrong with subscribing. I don't bite. And we could definitely use the love and support over here. And of course, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be in the know each and every time I drop a new video, which I happen to do 2 times a week, every Sunday and every Thursday. There may be some switching up of things going on over here at Serena Elizabeth, so make sure you are subscribed and make sure you have that notification bell locked down. That way, if anything changes with my schedule, if any additional videos are dropping, you are always on it like, what is she up to now? So again, I appreciate your love and support. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.